Adam Smith, a towering figure in the history of economic thought, is best known for his work The Wealth of Nations, where he lays the foundations of classical economics. However, his ethical theory regarding the economic choices of humans is profoundly rooted in his earlier work, The Theory of Moral Sentiments. In this text, Smith explores the moral underpinnings of human behavior, including economic decisions. To understand Smith's ethical theory about economic choices, it is crucial to delve into his concepts of sympathy, the impartial spectator, and the invisible hand, and how these ideas interact to shape human behavior in the marketplace. Smith's notion of sympathy, which today might be more accurately described as empathy, is central to his ethical theory. Sympathy, for Smith, is the mechanism through which individuals can understand and share the feelings of others. It forms the basis of moral judgments and social harmony. Humans, by nature, are inclined to care about the well-being of others and are capable of placing themselves in others' positions to understand their circumstances and feelings. This capacity for sympathy fosters a moral framework within which individuals operate, influencing their economic choices. Sympathy leads to the development of the concept of the impartial spectator, a critical element in Smith's moral philosophy. The impartial spectator is an imagined figure that represents an objective point of view, free from personal biases and self-interest. When making decisions, individuals can appeal to this internalized impartial spectator to evaluate the morality of their actions. By considering how their actions would be judged by an unbiased observer, people can better align their behavior with societal norms and moral standards. The impartial spectator plays a significant role in economic choices. When individuals engage in economic activities, they do not act solely out of self-interest. Instead, they consider the broader impact of their actions on others, guided by the imagined judgment of the impartial spectator. This perspective encourages ethical behavior in economic transactions as individuals seek to maintain their self-respect and social approval. In The Wealth of Nations, Smith introduces the concept of the invisible hand, which describes how individuals pursuing their self-interest inadvertently contribute to the overall good of society. While this might seem to contradict the idea of ethical considerations in economic choices, it actually complements Smith's broader ethical framework. The invisible hand suggests that when individuals act in their own self-interest, they often engage in activities that benefit others, even if that is not their primary intention. For example, a baker bakes bread primarily to earn a livelihood. However, in doing so, the baker also provides a valuable service to the community by supplying a staple food. Through this process, the baker's self-interested actions contribute to the welfare of others. The market, guided by the invisible hand, thus coordinates individual actions in a way that promotes societal well-being. Smith's ethical theory about economic choices is not purely about self-interest, but about the interplay between self-interest and sympathy. While individuals pursue their own goals, they are also mindful of their impact on others. This dual motivation fosters a balanced approach to economic behavior, where personal gain and social responsibility coexist. Smith also recognizes the role of institutions and societal norms in shaping economic choices. Legal and moral frameworks established by society provide guidelines for acceptable behavior, reducing the likelihood of exploitation and harm. For instance, laws against fraud and theft protect individuals from unscrupulous economic practices, while moral norms encourage honesty and fairness in transactions. Economic choices, according to Smith, are influenced by the desire for mutual respect and the benefits of cooperation. Individuals understand that maintaining good relationships with others is advantageous in the long run. Trust and reputation are valuable assets in economic interactions, and people are generally motivated to act ethically to preserve these assets. A reputation for fairness and reliability attracts more business and opportunities, creating a virtuous cycle of ethical behavior and economic success. Smith's ethical theory also addresses the importance of justice and the role of government in ensuring fair economic practices. He argues that while the invisible hand promotes societal good, it cannot function effectively without a framework of justice. The government has a duty to enforce laws that protect property rights, ensure fair contracts, and prevent exploitation. This legal framework supports ethical economic choices by providing a stable and predictable environment for commerce. Moreover, Smith emphasizes the role of education and moral development in fostering ethical behavior. Individuals who are well educated and morally aware are better equipped to make informed and ethical economic choices. Education cultivates critical thinking and empathy, enabling people to consider the broader consequences of their actions. Moral development, influenced by family, community, and societal institutions, instills values that guide behavior in economic activities. Smith's ideas also have implications for modern economic practices and policies. For instance, corporate social responsibility (CSR) can be seen as an application of Smith's ethical theory. Companies that prioritize CSR consider the impact of their actions on various stakeholders, including employees, customers, communities, and the environment. By integrating ethical considerations into their business strategies, these companies align with Smith's vision of balancing self-interest with social responsibility. Furthermore, Smith's emphasis on justice and the role of government resonates with contemporary discussions about regulation and market oversight. Effective regulation ensures that markets operate fairly and transparently, preventing abuses and fostering trust. This regulatory environment supports ethical economic choices by creating a level playing field and protecting vulnerable participants from exploitation. Smith's ethical theory also highlights the importance of addressing economic inequalities. While markets can generate wealth and prosperity, they can also lead to disparities in income and opportunity. Smith advocates for measures that mitigate these inequalities, such as progressive taxation and social safety nets. By promoting a more equitable distribution of resources, society can ensure that economic choices are made within a context of fairness and justice. In conclusion, Adam Smith's ethical theory about economic choices is deeply rooted in his understanding of human nature and the interplay between self-interest and sympathy. Through concepts like the impartial spectator and the invisible hand, Smith articulates a vision of economic behavior that balances personal gain with social responsibility. These insights into the role of institutions, education, and justice provide a comprehensive framework for understanding ethical economic choices. These ideas remain relevant today, informing modern economic practices and policies that seek to promote both prosperity and ethical conduct in the marketplace. Smith's work underscores the importance of considering the broader impact of economic actions and striving for a balance between individual interests and the common good.